Hello. I am actually going to try to do a newer makeup tutorial today, and this is called the Camo method. So what the Camo method is you take 3 highlight colors, you take one that is your camo color, so that's the one that you're going to use to camouflage any imperfections in your skin, whether it's melasma, dark circles, redness like I have. You will use a bridge color, which I'm using my normal main highlight, amber. And then you have your pop color, which I'm using my normal accent highlight, white peach. And we are trying for the month of April, I am trying to apply it in one layer. So instead of doing my color correct all over and then putting color on top of it, I'm trying to do a super light coverage for the month because it's spring too. So the brushes that I'm going to use the buff brush. I'm going to use the detail brush, which is the one that has this really nice flat end and then the smaller end. And then I'm going to go in with this line brush just in a couple of spots. So I'm actually going to take the detail brush first, and I'm going to start with contour. My contour color is a color called Olive. And I am going to start by putting it, I'm going to look at where the peaks of my eyebrows are, and I'm going to kind of go like this in this triangle shape, and everything above this is where I'm going to put my contour, and everything inside the triangle I'm not going to touch. So just a little tiny bit. Remember, our makeup is super pigmented, so a little bit goes a long way. And if you notice, I'm starting towards my hairline and working my way down because you want your contour to be your shadow. So wherever you have it is where it's going to like absorb light, as opposed to things that are bright are going to, illuminate your face a little bit. So you want your hairline to kind of be your darkest spot. Then I'm going to try to take it, and I'm going to try to take it on the very edge, because that's the point of this detail brush, to give you a nice straight line for your contour on your cheek. And you're going to feel your cheekbone and feel your highest point of your cheekbone, and then you kind of want to go down from there. And again, I'm starting up here at the highest point of my face, like near my ear, and kind of working my way down. And I'm doing that because you want to do the same thing like I said. You want your darkest point of your face to kind of be towards your hairline because it will absorb light. So again, you're going to feel for the highest point of your cheek, and kind of, if you need to use your finger as your guide, kind of work your way down. If you want to fill in a little bit here, like you want a little bit extra, do it. And then I always take it and I kind of go upwards, because that's going to be the thing that gives you that like pop, that lift. And then I'm going to take it and I'm going to put it on my jaw, and I'm going to start here by my ear, and then I'm going to go right at my jawline here. And then I do the same thing on the other side. And then I'm actually going to take just a little bit, and I'm going to kind of put it down my neck a little bit to kind of blend everything in. And I will blend it more later because it does look a little crazy right now. And then I like to connect my contour area here and here. All right, that step is finished. So now I am going to actually take my pop color, and I'm going to take the other end of this detail brush. And my pop color again is this white peach. I'm just going to take a really little bit of it And I'm going to put it on the inside corner of my eye here, on both sides. I'm going to put it on the outside corner of my eye. This is always a spot where my eye is a little darker. I'm going to take it and I'm going to put it anywhere that I want light. So I'm going to put some of it here on my forehead because I want my forehead to be a little bit brighter. I'm going to put a little bit on my chin because I want that to be a little bit brighter. I'm going to put it here on the sides of my nose because those are areas that I want to be bright. And here on my cheeks as well, right underneath my eyes. So less is more. That is something I'm going to tell you over and over in this method. There are some methods. I'm going to take a little bit using the line brush and kind of take it straight down my nose. There are some crazy trends out there that want you to put, you know, 3 and 4 layers underneath your eyes, and you really don't need that. In fact, you shouldn't do that, especially if you have, so see how I have some like lines underneath my eyes? If you have that, you definitely don't want to do that. Okay, now I'm going to take, and I'm actually going to take my camo color, and I'm going to go into, I'll use my buff brush. I'm going to use the smaller end. This is, I'm using June today, so I'm not even using my color correct, I'm just using June. And I'm going to go and I'm going to look at anywhere that the makeup hasn't touched that I have redness that I want to get rid of. So I'm going to go here and do that just to kind of neutralize some of that redness. And I'm going to go here on my cheeks and do the same thing. I'm going to take it on the sides of my nose because the sides of my nose here are red. I'm going to take just a little tiny bit and put it on my forehead there. I'll put a little bit down on, like if I had a mustache, where that would be, a little bit here where my beard is. Again, I'm just trying to kind of spot correct. That's the whole point of the camo part, is the spot correct piece. Okay, so I relatively looked pretty covered. I have a couple of spots, like I didn't really touch anything here or up here a little bit on both sides, so I do have to go into my bridge color. So you're thinking bridging from your super light color to your camo color. So I'm going to take the other end of my buff brush and I'm just dabbing it a little tiny bit into the makeup, and I'm going to kind of touch everywhere I just haven't touched yet. Again, I'm trying to do this all in one layer so that there's less makeup sitting on my face overall. And I want to do one thing that I've not done yet. I want to go back into my pop color really quick and really like identify this Cupid's bow here. That's what I want to do. Maybe just a tiny bit on the sides of my face, maybe just a little bit here. Okay, so that's that piece of it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually start blending, and I'm going to use my blush and bronzer brush. I just really like this brush for blending. I also like the 3D brush for blending, but this one is my favorite. So the only thing that's going to go on top of your face would be like your lip and cheek color, vanilla dust, bronzer, that kind of stuff. But this basic application is all one layer. So now we're going to blend. And I'm actually going to start with blending here first and then kind of blending out into the darker sections. The nice thing about doing it this way, or doing the cheetah hack like I've done and said before in videos, is that it really allows the makeup to sit on your face to warm up a little bit, which with a cream makeup is exactly what you're hoping for. So I'm just going to blend everything together so that I don't have any, weird marks on my face or places where my makeup doesn't look quite blended in. I'm going to come down and I'm going to blend my chin and my jawline and my neck a little bit just to kind of make sure everything is good to go. Okay, so that's a really good start. We have a really good start here. And you can always, so if you go in and you see, oh man, I'm still really red here, I might need to add some of my camo color. Okay, well, let's do it. Let's add a little bit. It's all about what works for you. Remember, for me, I usually use Aspen as my color correct. So today I'm not doing that. So I'm going to see a little bit more redness than I'm used to at first. So I might have to add a little bit more. I would rather err on the side of adding than having to be wearing too much makeup. Okay. So there's that. So are you ready for lip and cheek? Yes, we are. We are ready for lip and cheek. So I'm going to use pink grapefruit today for my lip and my cheek. I'm going to use the blend brush. It's one of my favorite brushes for lip colors. And I'm just going to go right above that contour line that I created for myself. Pink grapefruit is really nice for spring. It's really light and pink and fun. But it's not one of those colors that you're like, ooh, too pink. No, it's perfect pink. Just like that. On both sides, yay. I am gonna take it and put it on my lips as well. See, look, isn't that kind of fun for spring? Okay, so now I have a fun little hack for spring and summer, and it is to put Glow Illuminator and Bella Bronzer together and put them on your face with this end of the brush together. So what this is going to do, so I'm just going to take it and I'm going to kind of go in big circles to get some of that makeup on the brush, right? And I'm going to put it on all the high places of my face. So what this is going to do, this is going to do two things. This is going to be your illuminator and your bronzer all in one. And it's good for lighter girls like me who Bella is can be a little rough. So I'm just taking it and putting it on like the high points of my face just to kind of give me that really nice summer warmth that we all really want. Okay, so there's that. And then the next thing that I would do, and I'm going to do my Vanilla Dust setting powder. I like using this every day. It kind of helps set my makeup for me. It makes it so it doesn't feel tacky, although I will say this is probably honestly the least amount of makeup I've ever used. So I don't feel super tacky anyway. All right, so there you have it. It's just a really super, it's just a little bit different. It's called the Camo method. Let me know what you think. I hope you have a great day.